Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use the Santa Monica Library just to do a basic search for articles. We're going to start here at the Santa Monica website, so smc.edu, and we're going to click on Library up here, and that'll take us to the library homepage. Now, there are a couple of things you can take notice of here. If you're on campus or near campus, it will show you what the library hours are. There's also a link for Ask a Librarian. You can send them an email or you can chat with them, so that's really useful. No matter where you are, if you're not near the Santa Monica Library, you can still use this wherever you are. Okay, so we're going to start here where it says articles and journals, newspapers and magazines. So I'm going to click on that. And we're going to go ahead and do it the easy way and click on all databases and then go to the first one, which is Academic Search Premier. Now this one I'm going to show you because it's the largest search engine, and also a librarian explained it to me once as the Walmart of search engines. So you'll find a lot of really great articles here. So I'm going to click on that. Now, if you are using this from off campus, before you get to this page, it's going to ask you to sign in. So you'll want to sign in with your SMC student ID and your password as you would sign into any Santa Monica College website. So I was already signed in, so it didn't ask me to do that. So I'm already here. It's called EbscoHost is also the name of this search engine. You notice at the top here, there's 3 bars for you to enter information, and there's also some drop-down screens. So the first thing I'm going to do is type in a search term. So I'm going to type in Frida Kahlo. And I'm going to leave this blank. I'm not going to enter anything. If you know exactly what you're looking for, you can choose if you want the search term to show up in the title, in the text of the piece, in the author's name, in the subject terms. But I'm just going to leave it blank. I think you get a lot more results that way. There's also a drop-down screen here for the use of what's called a Boolean search, Boolean, and that is used to narrow your search or widen your search depending on what you want to do. So I'm going to choose and. I'm going to leave it on and because I want it to search for things that have Frida Kahlo in the article and also the word art. Okay. Now, I know there was a movie that came out not too long ago about Frida Kahlo. So that's something I want to leave out of my search. So I'm going to click on not, and I'm going to type in the word film. You could also use movie or something like that, but film works for me, at least for this search. You can also add more terms if you wanted to. I wouldn't go any more than 4 terms because then it gets a little bit complicated, but there is the option to do that if you want. Leave this the way it is. Don't change any of this, at least for a basic search, but you want to make sure that this is checked. Where it says full text down here, you want to make sure that this is checked because it's not very good to have a search, pull something up, and realize you don't have the entire article. So I'm going to go ahead and click search. And that brings us to my list of sources. So it looks like I have 177 sources. They're listed by their title here. And you might notice that some searches or some sources will have a choice of an HTML full text or PDF text. If you have the PDF, always click on the PDF, and I'll show you why. When you look at a PDF source, if you scroll down, you'll notice that there's page numbers here down at the bottom right-hand corner. So that will make it easier for you to be able to cite the source in your essay. Okay, so if you have the PDF text, if it's available, by all means use that and not the HTML. However, if you do have an article with HTML, then you can just use that article if that's the only option available, and that's fine. I don't know if you noticed here on the right-hand side, there's an option to chat. So if you're having trouble doing a search, you want some advice, they're really helpful. You can go ahead during normal office hours. They'll be able to help you out. Okay, another way you can use this is on the left-hand side. You'll see all of these what are called limiters, and this will help you to narrow your search. So I didn't get, it's not too bad. 177 sources isn't too bad. But let's say I did a search and I ended up with 70,000 sources. That's way too many for me to look at. I wouldn't even know where to start. So instead, I can go here, and let's say I want to limit it by date. I don't want anything too early. Let's keep it maybe modern to 2005, so the last 10 years. You don't have to do that, but if you just want to kind of limit your sources a little bit, you can. So that brought it down about 70 sources, so now I'm at 105, which still isn't bad. Another thing you can do is, let's say you really want it to be an academic journal, news articles are really great, journals, something like that, you can also limit it there as well. Okay, so you just want to go through and read the titles first, decide which ones are useful to you, click on them, and you can skim through it. Sometimes when you click on a source, it'll have what's called an abstract, just a summary of the article before you actually click on it. So that might be helpful for you as well. All right. And then, of course, you have options to print the source, email it to yourself, save it, cite it, although double check the citations against a more reliable source because these aren't 100% right all the time. Okay, so try that out, see what you can find, and if you have any questions, send them over.